Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. When I used to live in that fantastic country called Romania, that it was so fantastic that I decided to say you. I heard a lot of times this mantra repeated over and over, which was the Russians are bad, the Russians are bad, the Russians. And that was in the early 90s. And I was thinking, what the hell did the Russians do to Romanians? What did they do? Well, they were conflating Russia with Soviet Union. But the problem is, even if you looked at Soviet Union's leaders, you would find many nationalities and ethnicities over there. Especially the ones that committed the biggest crimes in Soviet Union were, of a certain kind of, just mention Stalin. See how I changed the subject a little bit? Stalin was a Georgian. The biggest crimes were committed by Stalin, Trotsky, Lenin, Kaganovich, Yogoda. Look at Khrushchev. He changed everything. Khrushchev. Then you had what? You have Andropov, you have Brezhnev. These were Russians as far as I remember, or at least partly Russian. Then you have Gorbachev, who everything over there. Not everything, but a lot of things. Well, those were Russians. So the first part, the most criminal part, is bam 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 boom boom bam bam bam, and then you got Khrushchev, which changed. Khrushchev, Andropov, Brezhnev, and Gorbachev. So I was thinking, what did the Russians do to us? I mean, the Russians willy-nilly, they helped us gain our independence in 1877. We fought the Turks with the Russians, the Tsarist Russia. Yes, they didn't have that really in mind to help us, but we the Romanians fought alongside with them and all that. So they helped us in a certain way, of gaining our independence. If you look in Romanian history, the War of Independence of 1877, we fought alongside the Russians. The Russians did not really want us to leave, but you know what I mean? We used them. We were helped by France politically, and then Great Britain at that point, and that was it. Even though they didn't want a Romania to be there just to start with. They didn't want us. They wanted us to belong to someone. But we were weasels, and smart weasels, and we took advantage of the big powers fighting, and then we succeeded in having at least two kingdoms united under Romania. All of a sudden Romania came up, whatever. But that was one thing. That was the War of Independence. Now we have here an article coming from Romania, from current Romania, and we have this of nationality German president of Romania, because Romanians cannot lead themselves like the Ukrainians, and others. This guy comes and tells us that actually Romania should arm itself again against the big threat, which is Russia. Because Russia somehow, we're told, will somehow do something bad to Romania and everybody else, because that's the way they are, it seems like. So let's read what this weasel, the president of Romania, says. Not weasel, I don't think he really, I think he is, how should I put it, he promotes certain, I have to censor my shit here, okay? I think he helps promoting certain kind of foreign interests in Romania, Romania, if you know what I mean. Which is total control of outside forces of Romania. And Romania, as long as it keeps its head down, pants down, and gets it deep whenever those interests want, that's fine. You're gonna have something to eat, a drive to car, and relative safety. But don't meddle with their direction wherever they want to go, okay? And you're just gonna be fine, like a vassal state that we've been. I don't know, from almost 600s to Ceausescu, and then that's it. And Ceausescu, we were kind of independent, and then unfortunately we came back under other people's Well, if it's not the Soviets or it's not the Turks, then now it's the Americans, the Germans, the whomever wants to take turns. Well, our butt is right in the air, ready to take it. So let's go to this article, coming from obviously the evil Sputnik. So why did I pick this one? Because they tell us what's going on here. I would pick up CNN if they would tell me. So Romania should continue boosting military interoperability with NATO. All right, well, because we're partners. I want to tell you how big partners Romania is with the United States of America. The United States of America got Romania into NATO. Romania was happy because now they're going to be legally, before it was not, but now it's legal. And they said we're going to deploy, Americans, we're going to deploy some missiles in air defense systems in Romania to deter Iran. But somehow now Romania is not concerned with Iran, it's concerned with Russia. The Russians were saying, what the hell are you doing, NATO? United States, basically. You bring your infrastructure, military infrastructure next to our borders in Romania, we're going to reassess our policy. That means, he said, Putin, in an interview that I watched, and you can watch, he said, now Romania has a big nuclear site on it. We're going to bomb Romania. We didn't have this policy. Now Romania becomes a nuclear target on our policy. All right. Romania said, yay, are you with us, America? Yes, we are, buddy. But we are about, 7,000 miles away from here. So we have a small contingent that if we get bombed, if you get bombed, we just get out and that's it. And you're done. The Romanians said, what do we do? Oh, no, our friends, our enemies, let's go. All right, so that's what happened, because there was against deterring that. Somehow, these guys were the bad dudes. All right, so this is what happened then. And now the Romanians are having missile defense systems, American, with, again, let me see how I can see it, I'm old. Interoperability. Well, those systems are not operated by Romanians on Romanian territory. We're partners, but only the Americans use them. Only the Americans have access. Romanians stay outside and they take care of their sheep and goats and all that. But the Americans have those rockets over there on your territory. When those guys are going to send a few nuclear missiles and going to blow that up, well, nice try. Anyway, this is the way it is. You just have to pick a side, it seems like. You can't be independent, because if you're independent, you're going to be North Korea, you're going to be Iran, you're going to be Venezuela, you're going to be bad countries. Bad. Because you're a small country, right? Or maybe Serbia, or maybe Hungary, it seems like they want to be, even though they are in the NATO and the European Union. So let's see how these guys are going to continue boosting military interoperability. Anyway, the process of increasing the interoperability of Romania's land forces with their NATO counterparts should continue, as it is necessitated by current security challenges. Like what? Oh, Russia? Why? Russia has anything to do with Romania? Yes. What? They hate everybody. Okay, and they have an imperialistic worldview, and they want to conquer the world because we say so. We've been told by our friends. Okay, my man, okay. Well, why don't you start thinking independently? So this is what Romanian President Klaus Iohannis said on Sunday. And I'm quoting Mr. Iohannis. Given current security challenges, like what? Facing Romania and the entire Euro-Atlantic area. Okay, so we're all in it. And the evil guy is Russia, because they are. It is necessary to continue the process of increasing the interoperability of the Romanian land forces with peer NATO structures through joint execution, that's a bad word, Mr. Iohannis, of missions and training activities, end quote. Iohannis said in a message on the occasions of the Day of Land Forces. The president called land forces, and I'm quoting, one of the most important categories of forces of the Romanian army. No, if that would be the case, you slash the Romanian military land forces from, I don't know what was I think it was about almost 300,000 military personnel to, I think it's like 50,000 now, but we're better now. We're better. Adding that that happened a few years back. Adding that the security crisis in Europe and Russia's military operation in Ukraine highlighted the importance of their role in, and I'm quoting, ensuring the security of our country and NATO eastern flank. You think you're that important? You just use like a whore, man. But anyway, Iohannis also pledged that his country will strengthen. Why are you not a whore? You know, you don't have to be anybody's lady of the night. Let's put it this way. Why do you have to be one? Well, because you're a small country. It doesn't mean you can't be, independent here and there. No? Okay. Who's going to defend us from the Russian threat? Why do you think there's a Russian threat? Oh, can you see in how they attacked Ukraine? It was unprovoked. They just attacked them. They won land, water and land. Where are the Spartans to push the oh my God. Anyway. Iohannis also pledged that his country will strengthen its defense and reliance capacities and remain a pillar of stability and security guarantor in the region. This is his... Anyway, man, doublespeak here. And I'm quoting, modernizing and equipping the Romanian army with new types of weaponry and equipment is a priority for the next period, and the allocation starting this year of 2.5% of GDP for defense provides the prerequisites for these objectives to be reached quickly, Iohannis said. Do you think that this 2.5 or 10% or 20% will be able to alone withstand, let's say, if Russia decides to smack you? No. So why do you bother? Why don't you say, Americans, why don't you do as for us? We're not going to do anything. We're going to give you our land that the Russians will blow up. We're going to give you our strategic position. We're even going to give you our men, our boys to you do whatever you want with them. How about that? But we're not going to invest anything in any... We are under occupation anyway. You are over here, our partners. And the Belgians are over there. The French are over there. A lot of other countries are in our country. On the territory of the geographical, political, whatever name, Romania, if you know what I mean. Our country. Smack. Anyway. So why not? And say, no, man, we're not going to invest anything. You want to defend us, the flank, go ahead. If not, get out. What do you think will happen? Nothing. They will just remain on the territory of the current Romania, and they will still bring their infrastructure and don't pay anything. I guarantee you they will not say, oh, Romania, we're going to kick you out of NATO. I don't think so. I guarantee you they will not kick you out of NATO. Why? They need them more than these guys need those guys. That's how I see it. Unless you think, oh, the Russians, once NATO leaves Romania, Russia will be right there yesterday. Well, scenarios. Based on facts, I don't think so. Oh, Ukraine, well, don't give me BS here. Ukraine, unprovoked. You think it was unprovoked? Do you think it was unprovoked? Okay, get out of my program here. Unprovoked. Okay, well, yes, we have to say it. YouTube, it was an unprovoked attack by Russia. I think I washed all my sins here. No, I don't think so. So let's finish this. In early March 2022, Iohannis held a meeting with the country's Supreme Defense Council to discuss the security landscape, goats and sheep, amid Russia's military operation in Ukraine. As a result, for this meeting, it was decided to raise Romania's defense spending from 2% to 2.5% of GDP under a plan that is set to remain in place for at least 10 years. Over this period, the country seeks to modernize its defense system, equip the army, and improve the qualifications of the military. Yeah. How about you ask for some nuclear weapons? That's what I would do. You give us nuclear weapons and nobody's going to attack us, including the Russians and you. I don't need defense systems. I don't need them. Just give me a few, like 70. Just 70. Let's get them ready. Russia will never invade me, but neither will you. That's a big problem for me. Yeah, stop modernizing us, start patronizing us. Just give us that. Why not? I mean, you can have it. You bombed 2 towns, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, so I think we're more responsible than you are. No? You already up your record, so why not go ahead and Again. Oh, my. All right, Romania, good job. Spend more money for something you don't need. You do not need. Since you have the Americans over there, say we're not going to give shit. You defend us, or otherwise we're going to go with Zimbabwe. Our partners, allies, you. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.